My name is Ethan Reynolds, and I'm 16 years old. This story takes place about 8 to 9 months back, on a Saturday, August 24th. School had started only a couple of weeks prior, so to unwind, I asked my friends, whom I'll call Jake and Riley, if they wanted to hop on Fortnite with me. My mom and sister were out shopping, and my dad was still working. I was alone and bored, so around 8 p.m., after I made a batch of pizza rolls that ended up burned, we finally got on to play. After a few rounds though, my friends got tired of losing and logged off after about an hour. I figured I'd call it a night and just lay down with my phone. But then I heard my 2 dogs barking outside. It wasn't that unusual since people frequently walk by on the street, but I glanced outside just to be sure. Not seeing anyone, I shrugged it off until I heard the garage door open and close. That sound usually meant my dad was home, but I didn't see his van outside. Plus, he had texted earlier saying he'd be working late. Curious and a bit uneasy, I went downstairs to check things out. I looked out from the dining room window, confirming the driveway was empty with no signs of anyone. Not one to investigate too deeply. I ran back up to my room, locked the door, and messaged the family group chat, letting them know what I'd heard. My mom quickly replied, advising me to keep the lights off, lock my bedroom, and stay put until she got home. So I did exactly that. About 15 minutes later, I thought I heard the old wooden floor creak downstairs, almost like someone was trying to move around quietly. Since I had nothing for self-defense, I unclipped my mic's boom arm and quietly opened my bedroom door. I stepped onto the upstairs balcony, peeking over to see if anything looked out of place. I even called out, "Is anybody there?" as if anyone would actually respond. Initially, everything seemed fine, but then my stomach dropped as I spotted a large silhouette standing under the balcony. Panicked, I darted to the closest room, which was a small bathroom, locking myself inside. As I stood there, I could hear the sound of hurried, heavy footsteps ascending the stairs. In a burst of courage, I dashed out of the bathroom, locking myself in my bedroom. My sister's room was open across the hall, and I guessed the intruder might have gone in there. Securing my door, I finally grabbed my phone, dialing 911. But just before pressing call, I noticed a small storage compartment in my wall slightly open. A dark eye peeked through the gap, staring straight at me. Terror washed over me, and I sprinted downstairs, racing out the front door to my neighbor's house. Thankfully, my neighbor, a police officer, was home. He called for backup while his wife helped calm me down. He went to check my house, following the directions I gave about the intruder's hiding spot. A few minutes later, I cautiously went back toward my home. Inside, I saw a tall, skinny man with a scruffy beard and a worn-out black coat being restrained by my neighbor as he was handcuffed. Since that incident, I'm no longer allowed to stay home alone, and my family has significantly upgraded our home security. While I'm relieved no harm came to me, I wouldn't wish that experience on anyone, not even my worst enemy.